Good morning, students. This is Ramesh from the School of Commerce, Varda. Once again, welcome you all to this e-class of Supplementary English BCom 4th semester. And today, once again, we are going to, like yesterday, we are going to discuss a poem which is prescribed to you in your syllabus by the University by RTM Nagpur University, Nagpur. So the title of this poem is Laser, and it is written by W.H. Davies. First of all, let's discuss about this poet. Let me give you some information about this poet. William Henry Davies is the full name of W.H. Davies. William Henry Davies. He was born in the year 1871 and died in the year 1940. He was one of the most popular poets of his time. He was one of the most popular poet of his times. Born in Wales, he lived a greater part of his life as a tramp, means a traveler, a foot traveler in the United Kingdom. It means it is clear that it was from UK and the United States of America. His first book of poetry, The Soul's Destroyer, brought him success and fame. So he published the first book under this title, The Soul's Destroyer. It was George Bernard Shaw, a world-known, a very famous dramatist, socialist, in his thoughts, who helped him get his memoir, The Autobiography of a Supertramp, published. Hardships in man's life, his tramping adventures, and his love for nature provided the material for his poems. Many of his poems have been set to music. It is clear from this introductory part, which is about W.H. Davies, that he was a tramp, and because as he was a tramp, had got good experience of the nature, because he was always throughout his life on the adventurous journeys, so he got good experience, first-hand experience of nature and so many other things, and out of that, we can say it proved to be a great help for him to write the poems. Most of the poems which have been composed or written by W. Davies are based on his adventurous journeys. So he got raw material for writing his poems from his journeys. Leisure first appeared in the collection Songs of Joy and Others. Now let's come to this poem, Leisure. So this poem first of all appeared in the collection of poems, that is Songs of Joy and Others, which was published in the year 1911. The poem divided into 7 rhyming couplets. It is in couplet, 2 lines. Is very relevant to the modern age. How it is relevant to the modern day, we'll come to know it as we go ahead with this poem. Davies expresses his concern at the fact that man has become so busy that he has no time to enjoy the natural beauty around him. So this is a kind of criticism of modern times. Here, Mr. Davies criticizes the modern people, and his charge is that we, the people of modern world, we, the people who are living in this 20th or 21st century, have no time to enjoy the beauty of nature. We don't have time to see the world around us. We are just busy. We are worried about our expectations, our jobs, and we are always involved in these worldly affairs. So it is a kind of criticism of modern man's life or his lifestyle. Man has everything except leisure. His life is all full about worries, cares, worries. Davies concludes that a life in which man has no time to enjoy the simple pleasures of life is indeed a miserable life. So this is a big charge against all of us, as we are living in this 21st century. Of course, it was written in the 20th century. Whether it's 20th century or 21st century, we all are under his bill of criticism. He is criticizing here in this poem to the people of modern world. So it is written. There are in total 7 stanzas, and it's written in couplet. Means 2 lines stanza. Couplet means 2 lines stanza. So in the first stanza or the first couplet, it says, "What is this life is full of care." Care means worries. We have no time to stand and stare. To stand and stare. To stand means to enjoy, and stare to look at the beauty of the nature. We are literally ignorant of this fact that beauty in real sense lies in the nature. Okay, woods are there, rivers are there, greenery is there, large landscapes are there, waterfalls are there, seas are there, oceans are there, birds are there, animals are there around us. But we are so busy in our work, we are so busy in our work, daily life or routine, that we don't have time to look at this, to look at these things. Okay, it means we are losing something. We are somewhat, we are quite ignorant of this kind of beauty, and that's why he castigates, he criticizes modern man, and he says, what is this life? What is this life? We're missing all these things, these wonderful, these beautiful things, full of care. We are always worried about this or that. We are surrounded by so many problems, that is man-made problems. Okay, the problems which exist in human world only, and that's why we have no time to stand and stand. That's why we miss this beauty. Even though we can see it, but we are not willing to look at that. Okay, this is the charge, first charge, which Mr. Davies has leveled against all of us, we the people of modern world. In the second couplet, it says, "No time to stand beneath the boughs." B-O-U-G-H. Boughs means branches of trees. Beneath means under. B-E-N-E-A-T-H. Beneath means under. Second, in the second couplet, it says, "No time to stand beneath the boughs." We don't have time to sit or stand under the large branches of the trees and stare as long as sheep and cows. He has compared human beings with the animals and birds here. Sheep and cows. Okay, particularly he has taken these nouns, but it does not mean that only the sheep and cows are there under the trees and they enjoy the beauty of nature. No, it's speaking about all the animals. A direct comparison is made in this couplet between the human world and the world of animals. They enjoy, in real sense, according to him, they enjoy this beauty of nature. They have time, they have patience. Okay, they have this feeling of standing under the trees and looking at those branches and leaves, etc., and seeing their dance, etc., when the air breathes. So this is what we actually need. We can to some extent get some solace from this beauty, but we are missing it because we are so much involved in our own work that we don't realize that the beauty lies in the nature also. Then he says, "No time to see when woods we pass." Many times we also might have gone through the woods, look at deep and dark forests. When you pass through such a jungle, that time he expects from us that you should stop there somewhere in between in your way and look at those beautiful trees. You must enjoy that beauty. You must look at the leaves and the trunk and all these things. Okay, where squirrels hide their nuts in grass, it is a very rare scene. Okay, it is a rare scene. Generally, we do not see squirrels hiding their nuts in the grass. Okay, we can see the squirrels wandering here and there. Okay, hurriedly going here and there, but we rarely see them hiding their nuts under the ground or in the grass. So we should be aware of this fact that so many things are there. It is not just about worldly things. Okay, the things which from which we seek pleasure. Okay, it's not just about the building, tall buildings and cars and refrigerators and so many other things. Okay, that help you have comfort in your life. So it's not about that. Your life is not about that only. You cannot confine your life to these comforts only. Have the comfort in the nature also. We are surrounded by so many such things. In the very beginning, I have already mentioned, so I do not repeat the same. So we must have this sense. We must have sense of beauty also. We must have aesthetic sense regarding nature. As at last we are in this world. Okay, we are not just in the world of human beings. We are surrounded by this world of animals and birds and nature. So we should have this sense. Then in the next couplet, he says, "No time to see in broad daylight streams full of stars." Streams full of stars means the streams of rivers. Okay, when there is a reflection of the stars, we can see that. Like skies at night, we should stop somewhere. We must look at the streams of the rivers and enjoy that scene also, that scenery also. No time to turn at beauty's glance. Now see the word beauty. It is in capital. Okay, this word begins with a capital letter. It means he wants to emphasize, he wants to focus, he wants to highlight this particular word. Actually, it is personified as a woman. Beauty is personified. Beauty is presented in this poem as a woman, personified. Human characteristics of the features are shown in this noun. It is called personification. To treat something like a human being, right? So he says we don't have time, no time to turn at beauty's glance. We do not see the beauty. So let's have a glance at beauty. She is presented here as a woman. So have a glance at that woman and watch her feet, how they can dance, and look her feet, see her feet, how they dance. Okay, you can enjoy yourself looking at those feet of the woman, that is the beauty. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich that smile her eyes began. Look from her eyes to her mouth, you will see so many beautiful things there. So this is life, okay. And at the end, in the seventh couplet, he says, "A poor life is this, full of care. We have no time to stand and stare." So it's written in rhyme. He has repeated the very first couplet here at the end, and says that we are surrounded by the worries, man-made worries. We are involved. We are fully engrossed. We are fully involved in our own worries only, and do not look at the nature and enjoy the nature. So it is kind of criticism. What is the gist of this poem? The gist is that we have forgotten to enjoy our life. We have forgotten to enjoy our life with nature, in the lap of nature. We are surrounded by all these things. So we must look at these things. We must enjoy our life in the lap of nature. We are not machines, we are human beings, and we are surrounded by these things, and that's why we are the part and parcel of this world, we are the part and parcel of this universe. So why be aloof from these things? We must realize that we are the part and parcel, and we are inseparable part of the nature, and that's why we must, you being the students, we all people must enjoy the beauty of nature. So this is a wonderful poem, Leisure by W.H. Davies. So the poem ends here and we stop. Thank you.